Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, we are discussing the first very important chapter from the organic chemistry. The chapter is some basic concepts in organic chemistry. So far we have discussed two important things. The first topic we have discussed what is meant by organic chemistry, what are organic compounds, what is the classical and what is the modern definition. We have discussed these things. Then we have discussed in the previous lecture, we have discussed the classification of organic compounds. Broadly, we have two classes. We have discussed those, acyclic and we have cyclic. Then in the previous lecture, at the end of the previous lecture, we have started another important topic, that is functional group or characteristic group. This is the lecture 4th. At the end of the lecture number 3rd, what we have discussed at the end, we have started this important topic, that is functional group, or you can say the characteristic group. Remember this point. In that very topic, I have mentioned it and I have repeated it so many times that you have to remember, hydrocarbons are the parents of all the organic compounds. This is the point you have to mention. You have to mention it. Hydrocarbons are the parents of all organic compounds. What it means? It means that all the organic compounds can be obtained, can be derived from the hydrocarbon by replacing one or more hydrogen atoms. We have discussed this thing in that very lecture. For example, we have RH. RH is the general representation of hydrocarbon. RH is the general representation of hydrocarbon. Here R represents alkyl group. For example, we have methane. We can represent the methane as CH3H. This is methane. For example, we can represent the ethane as CH3CH2H. This is the ethane. In the same way, we can represent the propane as, how we can represent the propane? CH3CH2H. Remember this point. This methyl, this ethyl, and this is propyl. In general, it is alkyl. And we represent the alkyl by the letter R, by the alphabet R. Remember this point. It means that RH, it is the general representation of hydrocarbon. Now we want to obtain organic compound from this. We want to derive organic compound from this. What is the procedure? The procedure is you have to replace H and you have to introduce an atom or the group. For example, if it is the hydrocarbon general representation, if you replace one hydrogen, it is minus H. You have to introduce group. Remember this point, I can say G. G represents the group, or it can be atom, or it can be the group. And you get this one RG. RG, it is the derivative. It is the parent hydrocarbon, and this is the derivative. Remember this point. Now you have to deal with this RG. Now you have to remember an important point. An organic compound consists of two parts. It consists of one R part, and the second, it is the G part. Remember this point. You have to remember here. This is the first point you have to mention. An organic compound consists of two parts. An organic compound consists of two parts. What are those two parts? It is clear from the general representation. The first part, you have to remember, that is R part. This is the first part. Dear students, you have to remember an organic compound consists of two parts, that is R part and the second is G part. First we talk about the R part. What is R part and what it signifies? Dear students, this R part, it is alkyl group, which I have already mentioned. For example, this is methane. For example, this is ethane. For example, we have propane. For example, we have the propane. This is our part here. Methyl, it is our part. Ethyl, it is our part. Propyl, it is our part. Remember this point. What the R part indicates? It denotes carbon hydrogen framework. What lies in the R part? What is present in the R part? R part में क्या है बेटा? इसमें कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन है. You can say it denotes, it represents, remember this point, it denotes carbon hydrogen framework. It represents, it denotes carbon hydrogen framework. You have to remember this point. Hydrogen framework. You can mention it here, framework. The first point you have to remember in the R part, it represents carbon hydrogen. It denotes carbon hydrogen framework. What is the number of carbon and what is the number of hydrogen? It will be clear from this R part. Here carbon 1, hydrogen 3. Here carbon 1, carbon 2, hydrogen 5. You have to remember the R part denotes the carbon hydrogen framework. The second point you have to mention, which properties it affects. If you look on methyl, ethyl, propyl, here we have 1 methyl and 3 hydrogen. Here we have 2 carbon and we have 5 hydrogen. Here we have 3 carbon, we have 7 hydrogen. अगर मैं आपको ये कहूँगा इसका मास ज़्यादा होगा, इसका मास ज़्यादा होगा या इसका मास ज़्यादा होगा, डेफिनेटली आपका जो आंसर होगा दैट इज जरे प्रोपाइल जो अल्काइल ग्रुप है इसका मास ज़्यादा है. इट मीन्स दैट the mass which is a physical property, it is related with R. You have to remember the mass, molecular mass, the melting point, the boiling point, or you can say the density. I will list these properties. Let us say density, let us say mass, let us say melting point, let us say boiling point. All these properties are physical properties, and these physical properties, they are related with the R part. You have to remember the R part, it affects physical properties. R part affects physical properties. इसका मास ज़्यादा कम होगा, इसका ज़्यादा होगा, इसका ज़्यादा होगा. इसकी डेंसिटी कम होगी, इसकी ज़्यादा होगी, इसकी ज़्यादा होगी. बिकॉज मास ज़्यादा होगा, डेंसिटी डेफिनेटली ज़्यादा होगी. इसी तरह इसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट कम होगा, इसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ज्यादा होगा. इट मीन्स दैट द आर पार्ट इट अफेक्ट्स दिस. द सेकंड पॉइंट यू हैव टू मेंशन, इट अफेक्ट्स द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. इट अफेक्ट्स द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, I have already mentioned the physical properties, like you can say density, you can say MP melting point, you can say boiling point, you can say refractive index. All these are physical properties. It affects R part, which denotes carbon hydrogen framework. It affects the physical properties of the organic compounds. You have to mention this around this point. Organic compound. This is the R part. But here we have to study, we have to discuss, we have to illustrate the G part. Second part, that is the G part. Now we will discuss the second part, that is G part. First you have to mention an organic compound consists of two parts. One is R part, second is G part. R part, it affects physical properties. Now we have the second part, that is G part. This G part, it affects the chemical properties. It affects the chemical properties. It affects the chemical properties. This is the first point which you have to mention, which you have to remember. The G part, it affects chemical properties. What it means? If you have the methane, if you replace H by OH, OH is now G. OH, it means G. What you will have? You will have CH3OH. If you have ethane, CH3, CH2H, minus H, and you have OH, you will have another member of alcohol, that is ethyl alcohol. The first is methyl alcohol, the second is ethyl alcohol. If you have the propane, third member, if you replace H by the OH, what you will have? You will have CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Remember this one. In this very compound, G is OH, here it is OH, here it is OH. Now what is R? This part is R, this part is R, this part is R. Here it is G, it is G, it is G. Remember this one. It is clear from these three examples, it is alcohol, we can say it is alcohol on the base of OH. This one is alcohol, we can say it is alcohol on the base of OH. We can say this one is also alcohol, we can say it on the base of OH. It means that all the three are alcohols, and we can say it on the base of the second part, G part. All possess similar chemical properties, it is because all are alcohols. Remember this point. All the three are alcohols, they exhibit similar chemical properties. It means that chemical properties, they are related with the second part, that is G part. And this is the first point which I have mentioned here. G part, it affects the chemical properties. The part, the group, the atom which affects the chemical properties, that part is known as functional group. Now you can simply define how you can define the functional group. It can be defined as a group. It can be an atom or it can be group which affects the chemical properties. For example, all these are alcohols, all possess similar chemical properties, and they possess similar chemical properties because of this OH. OH is the functional group. OH is the functional group, and this methyl, ethyl, propyl, it represents R group. I have already mentioned R group affects physical properties, and the G and the OH, it affects the chemical properties. What you have to remember, it affects the chemical properties. How you can, the part, the group which affects the chemical properties, that is known as functional group. You can remember it, the part or group. The part or group, it can be also an atom. The part or group which largely determines, which largely affects, largely determines the chemical properties. Largely determines the chemical properties. Largely determines the chemical properties of a compound. Of a compound is known as, उसी को हम क्या कहते हैं, is known as functional group, or you can say characteristic group. This is the definition you have to remember. What is meant by functional group or characteristic group? It is the group, it is the part which affects, which determines chemical properties of an organic compound. That very part, that very group is known as functional group. Remember this point, that very group is known as functional group. You can now remember chemical properties are the properties of the functional group, because the functional group affects the chemical properties. What it means, you can say chemical properties. Chemical properties are the properties of functional groups. This is the very important point you have to mention. Chemical properties are the properties of functional groups. Functional group. Here you can also mention if a number of compounds have same functional group, for example, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, all have the same functional group. If a number of compounds have same functional group, what it means? It means that all such compounds will have similar chemical properties. For example, I have already mentioned it. If you have the methyl alcohol, this is G part. If you have the ethyl alcohol, if you have the propyl alcohol, all possess the same functional group, that is OH. All possess the same functional group, that is OH. It means that all these compounds will have similar chemical properties. You can remember it. If a number of compounds, if we have 10, we have 20 compounds, but they possess the same functional group, what it means? They will exhibit, they will show similar chemical properties. This is another important point which you have to mention. If a number of compounds, this is a very important point, if a number of compounds have similar functional group, have similar functional group, at that time they will exhibit, at that time they will show similar chemical property, they will show similar chemical properties. Dear students, you have to simply remember what is meant by a functional group, what is meant by a characteristic group, the group which affects, which determines the chemical properties of an organic compound. That group is known as a functional group, or you can say the characteristic group. You have to also mention, if a number of compounds, for example, we have 10, we have the 5, if a number of compounds have similar functional group, it directly means that all such compounds will exhibit similar chemical properties. Now, inshallah, in the next lecture, we have to discuss an important topic, the topic which you have to remember forever. The topic is some important functional groups, in organic chemistry. Some important functional groups in organic chemistry. Dear students, as far as this topic is considered, you have to remember 23 functional groups. Some you have learned, some functional groups you have learned in the 10th class. For example, in the 10th class, you might have heard X, that is halogen. You must have heard OH, that is the alcohol. You must have heard C double bond O, that is carboxylic acid. You might have heard C double bond OH, that is aldehyde. We have C double bond O, you have the ketone. Remember this point. But here in the 11th class, you have to study, you have to discuss, you have to remember 23 functional groups. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss the structure of functional group. How many functional groups we have to remember. In total, we have 23. Now you have to remember their structure, their names, and inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss these 23 functional groups. Till then, fi amanillah.